Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader,
Recording in progress.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Guys, welcome. It is 1 p.m. Eastern. It is Wednesday, February 21st. And today, guys, we have FOMC minutes in an hour at 2 p.m. Eastern. Guys, if you guys are trading right now, gold is and NASDAQ are taking a big red candle right now. The new hourly candle, what we always talk about, momentum switch. If you were in buys, right now, here comes the elevator coming down. And it is a serious elevator coming down. So guys, this is what we were talking about yesterday in yesterday's call, you know, to secure some profit. Yesterday, just to recap the two trades I took, we were trading US 30. I took that liquidity grab candle and then I added a second buy position. I was looking for a bigger move. The first trade went up 50 pips. The second one went up 30 pips. I was looking for that bigger move to hit that higher time frame resistance. And unfortunately, it came down and it hit my break evens on both of them. I was in drawdown holding them, but I was just talking with the snipers in the Zoom right before we started this. Guys, I need you guys to manage your own accounts. If we get into trades, if it's pip and dip, if that's your style, if you want to learn how to hold trades longer, you know, anything can happen. Right now, if you were holding some buys, see that big red candle, how it can come and liquidate everything down. So I need you guys to manage your accounts. Yesterday, there was a lot going on in the YouTube chat. We were talking with the snipers. Sometimes we get distracted with the YouTube chat. They're saying, Ron, why don't you disable the chat? I don't want to do that, guys. Okay, so everyone on YouTube, I want to make this clear. I don't want to get to that point where we need to disable the chat. I love everyone's input. I love to talk to all of you guys. Let's all be on the same page. We're here to trade, we're here to learn, we're here to have fun. But all of the nonsense, we don't need that. It kills the momentum, it kills the vibe, it kills everything, guys. We come on YouTube for free to give you guys same knowledge we give our snipers in the Zoom, but we expect mutual respect from you guys as well, okay? We don't want to get to the point where we don't come on YouTube and we're not motivated to come on here. We've got goals to get to 100,000 subscribers, but it doesn't mean that we're going to kill ourselves to get these 100,000 subscribers to come in and take shit from people on YouTube. So I know it's only 1% are the clowns. 99% of you guys are here to learn. Let's all have some fun and let's talk about the markets today. Welcome everyone on Zoom. I appreciate all of you guys. Welcome Dawid, Dale. Thank you guys for joining. Mo, welcome bro. Vanita, everybody. SSDN, welcome guys. And everybody guys, if I miss your names, I apologize, but we got work to do. We got to get into these markets. And everyone on YouTube, I appreciate all of you guys as well. Thank you Viral Tech Tamil for joining. Jord, Jake, all of you guys. We appreciate every one of you guys. Everyone on Zoom and YouTube. You guys are all snipers, okay? We're all one team together. And let's get into these markets. Yesterday we did Dow Jones is my favorite security to trade, but we're going to switch it up today. We're going to do gold. We'll do gold all week, guys, because I know you guys love gold. But today we're going to do also NASDAQ because we're going to talk about earnings in the after hours. We do have NVIDIA reporting today at 4:20, so we'll go over all of that. And guys, if you are in any trades right now, please manage it. You can see that the volatility has kicked in. There was big red candle, just came down, maybe took out some pending orders, and it might rotate back up, but we might fill the wick and come back down. If you guys are trading, please guys manage your own trades. I will be doing analysis on Forex Factory earnings, and then we'll do a top-down analysis and we'll get into this. Okay guys, so let's have some fun. Remember, we'll talk about FOMC minutes. It is not the actual, let's reiterate what FOMC minutes is. It is not the federal funds rate where there's a percentage and there's an increase, decrease in the interest rates or a pause. It's not 2:30 p.m. where Powell comes to the stage with his purple tie and talks and answers questions. This is a recap of what happened at the last FOMC. It's kind of like a folder, minutes, you can read it. Will it be volatile? It could also be a dud. It could be nothing, you know. could be just, but we'll see how the markets are moving. Okay, and over here I have it on NVIDIA Bookmap. This is the depth of market, live depth of market for you guys. It's on the 15-minute time slices, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 p.m., where we just started the call. You can see the range is opening up. We've got the new hourly candle, and why do we need a recap, Vinita? For investors, they like to get recaps, forward guidance to see how the markets, what they're projecting in the next quarter, what they're projecting. So it's always good to always read, Vinita. Not everyone can join like the live FOMC, so they like a little recap, a little synopsis of what happened, and investors like that. Okay, and right now the cumulative volume delta for NASDAQ is negative 3,300, okay, and we're below the VWAP currently. So let's just talk about real quick the news today. If you have already been trading, most of you guys have with Shahab and Dave and PK with our London, our Wall Street, and our Post, and now we're coming in the afternoon this for the next couple weeks. So over here, we've already had our London news come through. This is the folder that I'm talking about right here. This could have been what impacted the market right now at 1 p.m. FOMC member Bowman is speaking currently as I'm speaking. So maybe when he came to the podium, Bowman, this is not Powell, anything that could have been said here could have affected the market at 1 p.m. But what we're looking at is here at 2 p.m. Bond market news, CL2. Thank you. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Bond market news. Normally it's 1:01 p.m., but could be the bond market as well. Sometimes we'll see right here, CL, 1:01 p.m. we'll have bond market, 10-year bond, and that will really affect the markets. Bonds tend to move the market, so we want to follow what the bond market is doing as well. If you guys don't know what that is, start to learn a little bit about the bond market as well. So 2 p.m. today, guys. Right now, about 52 minutes. We gotta get cooking over here. We gotta start moving. FOMC meeting minutes. If you click on the folder real quick, it'll just give a little synopsis of what this is. More hawkish than expected is good for currency. There's no actual numbers coming out, so it could just be what they said from the last, what their guidance is. Scheduled date times per year, 3 weeks after the federal funds rate is announced. And why do traders care? Why do investors care? It is a detailed record of the FOMC's most recent meeting, which we had last month, providing an in-depth insights into the economic and financial conditions that influence their vote on where to set interest rates. So as you guys can remember, last month they paused the interest rates. So now they're going to give insights into why that they paused and what the influences could be for forward guidance to the next FOMC, okay? And if you want any related news right here, you can click on these things and read related news. The rest of today, do we have anything? It's more the Sydney, Australia, Tokyo market later this afternoon. But in earnings right now, what we're going to talk about, NVIDIA. Okay, that's a big one. So let's move into earnings whispers over here. We've already had some pre-market earnings this morning. These were all the corporations that reported this morning. But more importantly, guys, we're moving into the after hours. After 2 p.m., we're going to go into 3 p.m. power hour. Then over here, this is the big boy right here. This is your market mover right here. Everything that's pushing the markets to all-time highs is contributed by this corporation right here, NVIDIA. Some of you guys have heard of this. Some of you guys have not heard about this. But this is what I would put on your watch list for everybody. Whether you trade it or you don't, or you have no idea what this is, throw it on your watch list and just watch this thing, learn from it. So this is NVIDIA Corporation. They are reporting at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. When they report, everyone I hope smokes a joint at this time, okay? 4:20, we all smoke a joint and we watch the earnings of NVIDIA. Their estimates right now, their earnings are estimated at $4.56 per share. That's EPS, earnings per share. And their revenue is $20.24 billion. Okay, so, I don't know if we're all billionaires here in the group, but these guys are reporting over $20 billion. Like, that's, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's a lot of money. Okay, and then we have other groups over here. Lucid Group, that's an electric vehicle company right over here. You've got Etsy. Some of you guys are familiar with that. And then you can go through we got some oil and energy. We got Marathon Oil. We got Suncor. So you can see different sectors that are reporting. But this is going to steal the show right here. This is in video, okay, guys? And let's continue moving forward, okay? So Discord, guys, if you're in our Discord, we send out signals daily. If you can use these to as when you're trading with your confluence and things like that, to help you with your trading. This is one that was sent out for DAX. You know, we give our levels where we're looking for buys, and hopefully it can get into this blue up here and continue to push. We have signals only, and also in our program we have it included with everything. Guys, I pinned at the top of our YouTube channel this free Telegram group. Please, if we can all subscribe to this, all of you guys, because there is the scammers we talk about who use this exact same platform, and then you click on their links and then it takes you to their scam group where they are taking your money. This is us, so that's why I keep telling you guys every single day. This is our website, Stock Sniper Trading. This is our legit YouTube channel right here. Thank you guys for all the subscribers. We're over 70,000. Truly appreciate you guys. We're on our road to 100K. And SST Kill Shot, this is our EA Expert Advisor. If you guys like some information on this, click on this link, MQL5. It will take you over there. You can download demo and test it out. And if you need help passing a prop firm account, this company right here, Trade Passing, helps you with that. And then, guys, this is what we do at SST. So trade signals. This was from our Zoom this morning. Right here, you can easily hit your daily goal, 0.5% right here. Almost $500. Get in and out of the market. This is before and after of how trade signals, what I'm just showing you, how they're set up, how they can help you out. And everything we do at SST is in here. Promos, giveaways, trade recaps, trades that we take, members feedback, and all of that. Okay. And guys, let's get into the markets now. Okay, enough talking. Let me just drink a little bit of water because my throat is a little dry. How's everybody's day? Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Remember, guys, this is trading. There's going to be some traders who have hit their daily goal, some who are up a little bit of profit, some who have hit their daily stop loss. Some guys are struggling, some guys are doing really well, and others are learning. Okay, remember, this is a financial education, guys, to learn how to do this. We're not learning this overnight. So if you think that you're going to be a professional trader overnight, I'm going to be the one that's going to burst your bubble and spoil the party. This takes a long time to learn. It takes 5 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master trading. Okay, so remember that, guys. This is a skill just like any other skill. It takes particular attention. You got to sacrifice time. You got to sacrifice half your life to this. You got to sacrifice everything to this. And if you think that you're going to do good without sacrificing anything, I'm sorry, guys, but it doesn't work like that. You might get lucky, but to consistently do this day in and day out, Monday to Friday, year over year, it takes a lot of hard work. Okay, guys? So, and I respect that you guys are putting in the work, you know? So I hope everybody gets this, helps understand this. It keeps us motivated at SST to keep coming on here, and you know, we haven't even started the stock and option program yet because we're really busy here. There's only so many hours in a day that we have. We want to get into the crypto program, stock and options, forex futures, all of that stuff. So there's so much you can do once you learn a financial skill to trade. Okay, so let's get into this, guys. I'm going to get started with NASDAQ. So if you're trading, you know, it's right back to, see that big red candle? It's very similar to yesterday. It happened when? At a specific time of the day. So learn, guys, time and sales are everything in trading. Why did this red candle come all the way down at 1 p.m.? They liquidated all the pending orders and it's right back up to the resistance. So yes, they could have hit your stop loss and things like that. Yesterday I was trading with a mental stop loss, same exact situation. So you see, when you learn a particular move in the market, you can start to pick up on clues on this. This happens day in and day out. You know, yesterday it was with US 30, today it's starts with NASDAQ. You know what I mean? So get to know these things, guys. But while you're learning, don't over leverage your accounts. Learn smaller, learn on demo if you have to, learn with penny sizes, learn with micro sizes if you need while you're learning. Because if you go big, you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to learn. All you're going to do is develop bad habits and you're going to get scared to trade. Okay, so let's get with NASDAQ. Okay, so this is NAS100. Let's start off with the daily. What time we got? 1:15. Okay, so we got 45 minutes till FOMC. Gives me enough time to do two good top-down analysis on NASDAQ and gold. Okay, guys? Again, noob. You're not focused, okay? Guys, I'm reading what is going on in YouTube. So Noob Boy is saying, can I know your trading experience? My trading experience is over 20 years. I can tell you guys a real story. I'll save that for the VIP lifetimers. I started trading when I was 6 years old. I'll tell you guys those stories. I was trading on the farm, trading strawberries, and I'll tell you guys all about that, how I learned how to trade. Don't worry about, until now, how much money have you lost? I told you, I've lost $25,000 when I started trading. I've recouped that money. It took me years to recoup it, and now I haven't lost since then. So, but I learned a lot of lessons, okay? So everybody loses, guys. Everybody loses. Some people might lose 2,500, some people 25,000. I got a guy in our group who's lost $250,000, okay? Lost 250,000. When we worked at the banks, I know guys that have lost $2.5 million, okay? So those are losses. Everybody takes losses depending on your capital size. Someone today maybe lost $25 and that's a lot of money. Okay, so don't worry about it, guys. Everybody loses money. Let's focus on the prize. Okay, focus on learning. If you've lost money, we got to get you back to break even, and then you got to learn. Okay, so what's going on? We'll talk about those. Okay, guys, we'll talk about that when we started trading and things like that. I got some good stories for you guys. You guys will enjoy these stories. I'll tell you mindset about working on the farm at 6 years old, where my dad dropped me off with my older sisters and to pick strawberries, and you will see how my brain works, how I picked up strawberry picking efficiency, and how to make those little green baskets of strawberries. They were paying 25 cents at that time. It was, you got to fill up the baskets. I learned a quick way at 6 years old how to fill up those baskets, be more productive, be more efficient, and get paid at the end of the day. So I started at a very young age how to learn how to do this. I'm about making money. So if that's what you want to learn, you got to start from a young age. It's got to be instilled in you. But yeah, trading while I was in diapers. Okay, so anyways, what's going on with NASDAQ? Okay, this is the daily chart. Look at this thing, okay? It's been on a rip. It's been on a tear, okay? Since when? We know this because I trade like Dow Jones every single day. So this time is very familiar. October 31st, Halloween. This is where it took the liquidity down here and we started to push. That was a previous all-time high. They broke it. Consolidation, bull flag, continue new all-time high. Then we had a weekly bearish move, but then it held right here and continued to come up again in the new year, January. We continued all-time highs, small pullback. It was 2-day pullback. We're not getting any red volume really closing below any kind of structure, so it's continuing to push up. Now we've got something going on. Now there's actually, that was our all-time high on NASDAQ right up there, 18,000. We broke 18,000. So let's all locate our supply, all-time high, wick to the bodies, and bring your red box across. Okay. If you guys have already done this, amazing. If you guys are doing this with me, let's do this. Okay. So see what I just did there? A red box. Okay, right up here, red box, and I'm bringing it into the future. I have no idea when NASDAQ is ever going to come back to all-time high, but when it does, I will be ready, waiting for it up here with my big red box. Now, when I start to look at when we hit the all-time high right here, Monday, February 12, what happened? It rotated back down. We traded into this liquidity. You see the wick come right back up. We came right back up. And then here's like a double top, one top, second top with a lower high. Big red bearish candle come back down. Friday, look at time and date, guys. Pay attention to the days when these things happen. That was a Friday sell-off, came down. Then there's our inside bar. If you guys know what a 3-bar play is, that is a textbook 3-bar play. It doesn't get any more textbook than that. I'm sorry, guys. You guys probably hear me talking about a 3-bar play. I love these things on the 1 minutes, on the 3 minutes, on the 5 minutes because I scalp. But here's your 3-bar play on the daily. This is your big red candle. You have an ignited green bar that came up less than 50% of the previous red bar. And then look at where it closed. Your next day is your ignited red candle, broke. There's no wicks below those two candles, and there's your drop. Okay, this is like a piece of Tetris. If you learn this play right here, this 3-bar play, I know guys that are retired in trading because they've mastered a 3-bar play. It's that simple, guys. Are you going to see these every single time when you're trading? Absolutely not. But put this in your playbook and learn this play right now. Okay, and then we continue to push down red where it took out that previous low. We came back up, and today we're going to follow today's volume. But let's locate a pivot in the market where NASDAQ came down right down here and it stopped. You see the big green candle push the market right back up right here. Okay, so this is where I'm going to draw a green box and bring it across. The market pivoted right over here. It didn't continue to sell off. That's where the big buyers came in the market and pushed it to the all-time high. Are we going to come back down to this level? This is 17,120, 100 level. Maybe we will, but maybe it might rotate back up and then we push back down. Okay, so let's follow now. What are on the weekly, guys? Are we bearish? What do you guys think overall? Monthly, are we bearish? Monthly, we're bullish. Okay, if we're looking all the way from here, December, if we're looking in January, if we're looking in the start of February, it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and the all-time high. But now we're getting a retracement. So there is a leg now coming down where it's making lower lows, lower high, and a new lower low. So currently, it is bearish. On the daily, this week it's bearish, but overall NASDAQ is still bullish. So let's follow this bearish trend and let's see what we're moving with. Let's find our pivot points, our key areas right over here. This is a key area because over here it used to be red resistance. Let me just change the color here. Follow me, guys. Okay, red resistance, big green bar, close above. What do? We flip the box green, right? And then keep stretching it across. And if you brought it across, that was just they broke the low, but it came back and it closed right in our green box. And then here's the next day, green candle, continue push up. Here's where we were green, and then now we have our red bar that closed below. So stretch this box across into the future and change the color and change it red. See how the supply is being lowered. Okay, so this is a key critical area. It's not active yet. We're moving away from it, but we may rotate back up and we test this red box before we even come up to this one. So this represents lower high supply. Okay, and now let's follow today's and yesterday's bar. So yesterday we had it ignited red open. It didn't even take out that little tiny wick from the previous day. Then we had our 3-bar play, what I just explained, and we continued red, where we took out this. Look at how many wicks we have in this area. 1, 2, 3. So let's draw a yellow line on our charts right by these wicks right here. Okay, yellow is for critical daily levels, point of interest. Look at it, guys. It's like right near 17,425. Those up here the yellow is close to 17,500, but it's also representing 50% of today's daily volume. So this is a critical point of interest in my opinion. Okay, so when we sold off yesterday, at the end of the day, there was a little rally. It came back up, but we closed with this big red volume, and it closed below this key structure right here. How did we open today? We opened there. Look at the wick. It's a very small wick. So there was just a tiny little bit of a bullish move at the open, but nothing really materialized off of it. It's basically almost like an ignited red candle. So that's our purple high of the day, 17,535. And since then, we've been coming down red, where we took out yesterday's low and we made a new lower low. So I'm just going to place a purple line at today's low wick. Okay, so that's our range right now for NASDAQ. And it's a very big bearish candle, still with a lot of volume left in it. But we just hit the low of the day and it's coming right back up. Okay, so today it's if we follow the volume it's bearish. Today is bearish. Look at our cumulative volume delta. It's negative 3,100 right now. So it is bearish. We have to give it up to the sellers. So if you're buying against today's daily trend. You're buying against, you're going against, it could be pip and dip day. It could be just get in and out. Could be, but if we start to see something start coming up to this yellow line and the bulls get it above there, then maybe we'll come back up. But it is still very bearish. Now, if we come back down to the low of the day, see this black part of my chart? I look to left. I have this big red candle and then that big bullish engulfing candle come up. So I don't have too much to look at here. So what I do is, if I don't have anything, I go from the purple line to the green box and I look at half, 50%. If I'm just eyeballing, I just look 50%, okay? And someone's going to say, Ron, that's not exactly 50%. It's all good. I'm just trying to locate an area of reference. So purple to the green, top of the green, that's approximately half right there. Cut those in half. Now, if I look to the left of the chart, I might get more information. I might actually see when we traded back at this area at a time in the past. I don't see anything on the daily. So we've never really traded above here for a long, long time. So I'm going to stick with my 50% rule right in there. If it comes down red, 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 I'd like to see maybe a pivot in this area. Maybe the buyers will step in here and rotate it back up. If the sellers can continue to push it below this 50%, they might come all the way down to this green box. And if we break the green box, then we look at maybe this body and this wick. You see how they kiss? You see how they touch? If I place a yellow line right below there, yellow, body, body, and then right at that wick. That might be, and look at how it lines up perfectly at a psychological area, 16,999.3, 16,000, 17,000, like that's that 17,000 block, okay? So see how they just broke the VWAP, and then the selling pressure is continuing to push this move down, okay? So we're not just going to sit on the daily candle all day because we got to move. It's almost 1:30. So we're going to break the daily candle down now into hourly increments. So let's go to the 1 hour. Now we can start to see how it's been moving on the hourly. So you can see up here was the all-time high, drop, lower low, come back up, lower high. This pivot is lower from the all-time high, and then they continue to push it down. Right here, this leg that broke this created the new lower low, and then we rotated back up. This is a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So hourly, like I don't need to draw a trend line, keep it coming down. I can see that the bears are in full control so far, but right now it's consolidating. Today has been a real choppy day inside here. Okay, you can see it's red, green, red, came up green, back down red, came up green, back down red, came back up, came back down, coming back up. So this is hourly consolidation. So what we can do now is start to maybe figure out some hourly areas, point of interest on the hourly. First thing I look at is I've got three bodies here, body, body, body. And then I use a white line to represent hourly point of interest. Okay, so white line. Purple, guys, is the high and low of the day. Yellow are other point of interest on the daily, and then the white line represents hourly. So you see what I just did there? A body, a body, a body. The volume at this point on Tuesday when we were trading in the afternoon stayed above there. Okay, and then it pushed right back up, and then now we got a red volume staying below. See this hourly candle that just opened up as we started? It came up green, 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 right up to our white line, to this critical area of these bodies, and then it rejected and they pushed it back down. Now it's coming back up. Okay, so what we got to now watch for is maybe where will this hourly candle in the next 30 minutes close? Will it come back down, close below here? Will it come back, close above here? Maybe if it flips, I'll look for buys above this white line, maybe to take it back up to the yellow line. I can see 440 to 475. That's about a 35 pip zone in there. And then if it continues to move up, my next hourly right there, you can see the bodies line up with 50% of this red candle and touch that wick. So if I have another hourly resistance above the daily, like my scalp zones right there, I've got a look at how it lines up perfectly. Body, body, all of these bodies, body, 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 50% of that red candle. And then when we came right back up, it came right into there and pushed right back down. So I'm just starting to get, and look at, guys, how it lines up perfectly. 17,499.3. Okay, that is very psychological numbers, those big whole numbers. That's where the market likes to transact and trade, because it's easy to transact at these whole numbers. It's efficient. Okay, the market likes efficiency on transactions. Okay, so far now we're seeing a wick, a wick, a wick, a wick. Every time the market Nasdaq is coming down here, it's going back up. But we still have red bodies that we have to acknowledge. So let's go to the 5 minutes and let's see how we're moving on the 5s. So the 5s are real shitty today. Okay, so this is not the greatest for scalping. This is like basically a pip and dip day. If you're holding, there's like yesterday, there's a lot of swings. You might be selling, you might be buying, but overall we're trading now going into FOMC, maybe in this hourly resistance zone to the daily low of the day. Okay, so if I don't feel comfortable trading inside this area, what I do is box this area, box it in, okay, from the white line to the purple, and let's see how it trades leading into the FOMC. This is because I'm going to go on gold, so I'm going to just consolidate this entire area. Okay, we're going to look if we get any green volume, maybe closing above here, retesting this, maybe we'll push back up and fill in the range up to the yellow line. Maybe if it wants to push a little higher, there's our white line for our hourly resistance, then that purple is our high of the day. If the sellers continue to push this thing down, we need some red volume to maybe close below our 5-minute bodies right over here. So you see, every time we shoot down to this level, it impulsively is breaking down, but no red volume is really closing below this area. If we get the closure below there, then there's our low of the day, purple line, then we might drop. And when we drop, look below the purple line, and what structure do we have on the 5 minutes? I have nothing, so let's go 15. Okay, now see, under the purple line, I got some 15-minute structure. So what I can do is I can use my 15-minute structure right there. I'm going to place a red line at 15-minute structure. Where's 15-minute structure? Right here. Half of all of this mumbo jumbo right in here. See that last real drop right there? It stopped at the red line and went back up. See, when we came down, it came right up to that red line and then they pushed it down. There's a little impulse break of that red line. They pushed it right back down. So if we break today's daily low, 375, look at the numbers, guys. 350. Okay, those are those psychological areas. 80 minus 50. 30 pips. 30 pip drop on Nasdaq from purple to red. If it continues to drop, just locate your next 15-minute zone right here, guys. Okay, if you got to smoke a joint to see these zones right here. We came down, back up. Came down, back up. No volume close below that red line. I'm using this as resistance where it came up, push back down. There's my next zone, 350 to 315. I don't need to measure that. If you want to measure that, you know your scalp zones. Okay, this is zone to zone trading. So now I go back to my 5 minutes. Go back to my 5-minute chart, reset it. Let's go back. And then if we break today's low of the day, see the purple line? Now I got my red line and my red line. I didn't just guess those lines. I got those from looking in prior back testing, looking at the past, higher time frame. I had to go to the 15 minutes to find that structure because we haven't traded down here in a long time. So I had to go the next higher time frame to find that level. Okay, so if you want to add now a technical indicator on your chart, some of you guys use RSI, some of you guys use Bollinger Bands, some of you guys are using Fibonacci, some of you guys are using EMAs, whatever you guys are using, that's to complement your trading. I'm going to add the 9 EMA, which you guys are aware is the green line on my chart, 9 EMA. We're trading right at it. Let's find out where today's 200 EMA is. It's above here. So currently volume is below the 9 and it's below the 200. So that signal is bearish. Okay, and we're pushing down. Okay, and cumulative volume delta negative 600 right now. Okay, so it's building a little bit off the bottom. It came down when it just tapped the low of the day. It came back up, came back down, higher low, came back, higher low, but this is tough to trade inside here. Okay, so let's let it continue to consolidate. You know, if you really want to scalp inside and you want to really trap your box, I could bring this right here. I could bring this right to the bodies right there, and then I could scalp. See this small move? I know some of you guys, this is not for you, but this is for me. This is sometimes how I scalp. I take maybe this move to just come break down to that red line. For Nasdaq, it's 11 pips, minus 0.8 for a spread. you can net maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 pips. Sometimes with US 30, this might be a 15 pip move. With gold, this might be 10, 15. But you see, if we're micro scalping, I could be looking just to come down there. If it breaks and gives me 15 pips, pip and dip. If it comes all ultimately down to the low of the day, you might get 25 pips, maybe 30 if it breaks down. But that's really micro scalping. That might go to the 1 minutes to scalp the 1 minutes. Like if I show you what it looks like on the 1 minutes, like look at the 1 minute candles. Okay, right here. 1 minute liquidity grab to the low. There's my resistance. It came back up. Could have maybe bought inside here, this break, placed my stop loss below that structure, and I could have traded those 1 minute candles coming up here and scaled out and got my profit. Okay, just like I was saying, if it kind of breaks from right here, where I kind of brought that consolidation box up to here, and then if it just breaks down to there, that's 10 pips. That's if you really want to micro scalp, guys. We will do some 1 minute scalping with you guys, but it's intense, you know, so you guys got to be well rested. You guys got to be wired like me when we're doing that. Lots of caffeine, lots of coffee, and we'll do that. Okay, but that might be strictly pip and dip. Okay, so guys, let me just give you guys this chart in Zoom, and we're going to move over to gold because we got to get cooking over here. Okay, and we'll leave these two side by side. Okay, Zoom, there's a trading view link in your Zoom chat. Okay, so I'm going to leave this side by side right here, and let's take a look at what gold is doing. Okay, we'll let NASDAQ continue to consolidate in here just before the FOMC minutes. Okay, are we all good, guys? Everybody good? Thank you. 200 viewers on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Hit the likes if you guys can. We truly, truly appreciate it, guys. It's mutual respect. We come on YouTube. We help give everything that we can when we're healthy. You know, I was out of commission for about 2 weeks. I had pneumonia and strep throat. It wasn't the best times, but we're back and we're healthy and we're ready. Okay, hit the likes, guys, and let's do gold now. Okay, so just right now to recap, we're trading right by the VWAP. Careful in this area when you're trading. It tends to consolidate in this area. We're right in the middle of this consolidating zone. So if you have a bias, that's fine. Some of you guys are selling, some of you guys are buying right now. If you're on the sidelines like myself, I'm gonna wait till the FOMC minutes to look for a trade or to see what's going on. Okay, we're too close to FOMC minutes for me to take a trade right now. Okay, so let's do gold while we got 20 minutes to go. Okay, so gold on the 5 minutes, broke like real easy, guys. You know, sometimes like I don't condone this, you know, like this is a 5 minute structure, but sometimes, you know, if you want to get in and just trade quickly without doing a full top down analysis, like right there, guys, are we going to agree that this was support, and there's our first red body at 10:45 a.m. that closed below. I don't see one red body close below this structure. There's the first one. It closed near the low. Assume the next candle is going to come up green, which it did. Flip your box green to red, and this is where you could have possibly positioned yourself to have a sell. I know it's bullshit. I know it's back tested. I know it already happened, but I'm trying to show you guys we do this all day, every day, okay? And then there's your retest at 50%. There's your drop. There's your pop. There's no wick on the bottom of this candle. There's your firecracker. Take the sell here. Place your stop loss above that prior body, if you like, depending how tight your stop is, and then you're running it down. That's it, guys. You know, that's trading in a nutshell, scalping, break of structure, retest, and your 50% rule. Okay, I know it happened, so forget about that. Forget I even said that. Let's do our top-down analysis, and then let's get ready for a live trade. Okay, because I don't like that too, that back testing. This happened, you should have done this. We all can do that, but in a live environment, it's different. Okay, but we do that every single day. If you've been tuning in with us for the last 5 years, you know basically, well, you know how I trade. Okay, I'm not going to say everyone at SST trades like myself, but if you're here tuning in with me, you know how I trade. Okay, gold. If you trade gold, you better know about this. I don't need to keep talking about this every single day. Friday, December 1st, monthly candle, new monthly time and sales, big day. Look at when it happened. It happened on the Friday. What Friday? We have a weekend. We've got Saturday and Sunday. All kinds of shit around the world happens on the weekends. There's missiles flying, there's bombs flying, there's all kinds of news around the world. Unfortunately, the markets move with news around the world. Okay, it's sad, but this is the state we live in. This is the world we live in. And if you're trading gold, if you're trading crude oil, unfortunately, if there's war around the world, this is what drives these commodities and these metals. Okay, so I know you guys know this, and look at, that's when we broke the all-time high. Was a Sunday. I remember this, 6 p.m. Eastern, when the market opened up on Sunday actually, going into Monday, it broke the all-time high. We hit 2,150, and since then it sold off. So let's figure out pivot points now. Right here, did the market pivot right here? Did the market stop right here? If I get my daughter down here, she's 7 years old. If I ask her, Sierra, did these red candles stop right here? She's going to say, yes, Dada, it stopped right there, because she sees this big green one. So I tell her, Sierra, this is what's called support, or called a pivot, and she's learned that at 7 years old. And I tell her, bring the box across, and she can do that. Okay, and then I told her, Sierra, if it ever comes back down in here, then we look for buys. If it gets rejected off of here, or a bullish engulfing candle prints here, but if you see a red candle close below here, you're going to change the color of this box from green to red, and if it retests and then you see a wick go down, you're going to hit the smash the sell button, and then you're going to place your stop loss above the red box. She understands that. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can understand that too. If I can teach a 7-year-old how to trade, I'm sure we can teach anybody on this call. Okay, common sense trading. Remember, let's stick to common sense. Now, do we have an upper resistance? Do we have anywhere where the market is selling off? Yeah, from the all-time high. Like if I just want to catch here again, we have no green volume closing above here, so I'm going to use a red box and bring it across. Bring it into the future. Is gold ever going to come back up to 2080? I have no idea. But if it does, I will be waiting up there, pending up there, waiting to maybe sell it back down. Unless the buyers can close it above here and we can fill our all-time high wick. Okay, so since then, now we got our bigger zones. It's been trading in between here. Now I can see recently, like last week, last 2 weeks, I can see gold is making lower highs. Where is it making lower highs? Right here. 50% of that red candle. We're still below this body. Caught that wick to the next bodies, and then I draw my red box across. Okay. And you see, we've almost came back up here. This is now 2040. 2040 is $40 less than 2080, so that's representing a lower high supply. They're lowering the offers on gold. Slowly we've been coming back up. When did it start? Started Wednesday of last week, Thursday, Friday, Monday, liquidity grab, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high. Even today, let's follow now today's. So we've had a weekly uptrend coming up, but overall it's selling pressure. Lower high, lower high, lower highs, and all-time high sell-off. Okay, so overall monthly on gold, it's bearish. Overall, higher time frame. But this last few days, these are individual daily candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. They're starting to come back up. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Even today, let's follow today's volume. We opened and it was bullish. It was green. We took out the weekly high, yesterday's high, and we made a new high at 2032. So let's place our purple line up there. That's our high of the day. That's our weekly high. And what happened when we got up there? It got rejected. So then it came down red. Oh, sorry guys, I'm on NASDAQ. I apologize. Let me just go to gold in the book here. My apologies. Okay, so I'm on gold on Bookmap right over here. Okay, so we're trading right at the VWAP, 15-minute increments, 115, 130, 145 coming up right now. And you can see it's kind of consolidating. Cumulative volume delta is almost balanced, -90. So gold is just consolidating right now, getting ready for those FOMC minutes. Okay, so when we hit our high of the day today, what happened? it got rejected. So just to show you, this was rejected right here at 2032. We've got lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So that's telling me that the offers are being lowered. And we came back down red. Okay, so I'm going to find now some point of interest on the daily, yellow line. This is a key point of interest. We closed here yesterday, 2024, and we opened here today. So that, to me, is a 2-day point of interest. Yesterday's closed, today's open. So I'm going to place a yellow line here. Right now we are below here. So look at our candle that's formed on the daily. This is what we call a bearish pin bar candle. Okay, so it might turn into a shooting star if we come back to the low of the day and then we push down a little bit. So we've been selling off red, 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 and let's locate our low of the day. The wick represents the low of the day. Place a purple line down there. Okay, and what is it? Our low of the day is currently 2021. Okay, so and we are almost at, if I eyeball yesterday's green candle where we opened and we closed, where's half of it? Half of it is right around here. Okay, but look at over here. Now I use my purple line for interest, and then I got a body and a body, and I got a wicks in here. So I'm going to place my nice little box at the purple line, take those two wicks, take that big body, get those bodies. So see that little zone I got? Do you guys see what I just did there? See that little zone? From that purple line, I got the wick, I got a wick, I got that body and a body and green, and bring it across. So you see today, we might come down red, 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 right down to here, 2020, and it might come back up. But if today, if we break and sell below here and close our daily candle below here, we flip this little box red, and we might continue to sell off tomorrow or later in the Tokyo session, London, tomorrow, or the rest of this week. Okay, so that's going to be a green box, point of interest. I got to be careful selling into this thing because we've got a lot of green volume coming up, and it's still majority 50% of yesterday's volume that could want to buy gold inside here and then bring it right back up. But we have a really strong daily bearish candle coming down that could flip into a shooting star, and we'll watch to see if this zone breaks. Okay, and if it breaks, where could we drop? Where could we scalp down to? Okay, you can find your bigger zones. This is obviously a bigger zone. This is a pivot in the market right here where you had a body and a body. You can place a yellow line right here. 2014, 2015. I saw some of you guys in the Discord chat talking about this area. You might see gold coming down to 2014-15. I could see that happening too. There's a body. The last sell-off was down right down there, came back up. It came down right into there, back up. So it could continue to drop all the way down there. But for me, for more scalping purposes, before it gets down here, what about this area? What about this? I've got a body, a fresh body over here. So this area around 2018. So I'm just going to place a yellow line like right around in this area to give me, if we break here 2020 to 2018, that might be 20-25 pips down to there. And then if it goes from 2018 to 2014, that's another 40 pips, and I can continue to do this all the way down. Okay, so today's we're on an uptrend coming up, but today they pinned the daily candle and we're pushing down. Okay, so let's now see on the hourly, when did they pin it, what time, how is it moving? This is the hourly time frame for gold. So it came up, back down, we started back up. What time is this? This is Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 20. This is military time, 20. This is the futures market, Tokyo. We had a strong move on Tuesday, 8, 9, 10 p.m. Come back up. They pinned it at midnight. They pushed it right back down into London. 4 a.m. We came back up. Again, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is your double top M pattern where it came up, back down. There's my neckline, came back up. This candle closed below. We came back up to 50% and continued dropping. So you can see now, where is the hourly volume consolidating? It's consolidating right here, 2024 to 2021. If I don't feel comfortable trading in here, I can trap this entire hourly area, and then I wait for maybe some green volume to close above here to continue to push up, or I watch to see red volume break our green box and continue to sell back down. Okay, but for scalping purposes, I've got some key areas right over here on the hourly inside our zone here. So what I'm looking at is, again, bodies and wicks. So I'm going to place again the white line for reference. I'm going to place it right here, my white line. Why right here? Because we've got a pause in the market where it came down, it stopped at the white line, back up. It came down, back up, came down, back up. Here it broke, but it closed right at the white line, and then this is where we started our futures market, 8 p.m., and it was bullish, ignited, and continued to pop. Okay, and today over here, today 11 a.m., we came down to the white line, back up. Here at noon, we broke down, red, 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 but it came right back up and it closed above that white line. And we push back up. Here it comes down red again. So if we ever come back up to the white line and we stay below this, this could continue to be bearish. Okay, so I'm just using that as a reference point, and it's very bearish right now. Gold is pushing down. Let's see how it looks on the 5 minutes, because we're about 9 minutes away from the minutes. Okay, so this is how this is that one area I was talking about. So even up here, if I would want to do that, this was a green box right here. Green, 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 turns red right there with the bar closing below. So make it red and stretch it across. So now I kind of got my 5-minute resistance. If we ever come back up to 2027, the market might come back down. Now, what do I want to scalp? Where's my scalp zones? Do I want to trade inside here? Maybe I'm going to trap this area and I'm going to wait. So if I trap all of this volume from the white line to the purple of the day inside here, I can trap all this. And I'm just going to sit and watch what the market, how it moves, what it gives me. I could be maybe potentially looking for a little quick scalp buy up to there, maybe breakout. Maybe I continue. Here's a double top on the 5s, came up, back down. Here's my neckline, came up, back down, and then a little push down. Let's see what happens if we can come trade into this green box, and if we find our buyers to bring it back up. If we push below here, then we get our nice little drop. Okay, so right now it's just trading inside here. We got to be patient in here, and let's add our EMAs. Let's just take a look. We're below our 9 EMA. Where's our 200? 200 is all the way up at that big red box up here that used to be support, now turned to resistance. There's our big 200 EMA. We had this death cross right over here at 1050. So you get also confirmation. You know, you get bodies closing below, you get retest. Now you got your 9 crossing your 200. So it gives you added confluence. If you take a sell here, place your stop loss maybe above the death cross, and then maybe you got some pips coming down. If you're still holding, it came back up, but it's a lower high, push for a new lower low, you could still be holding. It came up for again a lower high, and maybe we're going to see if we get a new lower low. Okay, looking at RSI, we are below the 50. We're right in here, so it is considered still to be bearish down in here. We don't have the RSI above 50 to maybe continue to push up. So my overall bias is still bearish on gold. Cumulative volume delta is negative 120 now. So let's just wait now. We're about what 6-7 minutes away from FOMC minutes. I'll give you guys this chart as well in the Zoom, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, and trade with proper risk management as always. You guys need to manage your own accounts. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here for entertainment and education purposes only. Okay, I trade my account, you trade your account. Okay, I know my risk. I know how much I'm willing to risk today. I know what my stop loss is. Okay, and Zoom, there is a trading view link in there. Yeah, look at NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ is dead. It's got no pulse. Okay, so it's very difficult even to scalp in here. There's nothing to scalp, guys. Okay, you know when you eat some chicken wings and there's no more meat on the bone, there's nothing left on it. You can't even take a piece of cartilage off that. There's nothing to eat, just a bone. Okay, so this is where there's nothing to eat. Okay, we got no pancake mix, we got no chicken wings, we got nothing here. There's no meat on the bone. We got to wait till there's some meat to eat, okay? We got to wait for that volume to kick in. Otherwise, you're going to get stressed out trading this shit in here. You're going to buy, you're going to be like, oh shit, it's not going up. It's coming back down. Then you're going to go into a sell, and then it comes back up. This is annoying. This is very frustrating for all traders. There's a time and place when to trade. This is not it right now, okay? Benita, you're vegetarian. Okay, if there's no salad on your plate, okay, there's no big leafy green romaine lettuce, you got little tiny pieces of lettuce. It's not much to eat, okay? We need those big romaine lettuce, those big healthy green ones that cost $20 at the grocery store right now. Even vegetarians, you can't even go to the grocery store and be a vegetarian today. The prices are ridiculous. You got to be a millionaire to be a vegetarian these days. I don't know about you guys, but here in Canada, if you go to the grocery store and you're a vegetarian, holy shit, you gotta be pipping and dipping these markets big time. Because just a salad, lettuce, is like $5. It's getting ridiculous over here. Yeah, it's very expensive to eat healthy. It's even expensive to eat garbage food. Even if you go to McDonald's, McDonald's is ridiculous. I got my kids 2 Happy Meals yesterday. It came up to $15. It's crazy. But we can thank our Canadian government for all of this. Okay, so let's get focused. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So if you're just joining the call right now, this is not FOMC, the regular FOMC we get with a federal funds rate and with Powell speaking at 2:30, the conference. This is just a recap of what happened last month. We might get an initial move. There might not be anything. Okay, so just understand that, guys. There might be a lot of volatility, or it could just be a complete dud and there's nothing. Okay, but we still have to trade expecting volatility, whether there is or there isn't. Okay, and the 2 charts that we're looking at, if you're just joining, we're looking at NASDAQ right over here to the left, and we got gold right over here to the right. And guys, it's up to you. Do you guys want to watch gold on Bookmap or NASDAQ going into the minutes? What would you guys like to look at? NASDAQ? US 30 Bernard? We did US 30 Bernard yesterday, so we'll stick with NASDAQ and gold. Okay, I see a lot of you guys are on gold. Okay, so we'll leave how it is. We'll stay with gold. Okay, anybody in any trades right now? Okay, so now what I do, before I even look to take a trade, I'm going onto my platform. I'm looking at my spreads. So my spread for gold right now is 0.7 pips, less than 1 pip. And my spread for NASDAQ is 0.8. So very similar, less than 1 pip. There's going to be, the spreads are going to start to fluctuate with volatility. If I trade gold, I have to pay my broker commissions. If I trade NASDAQ, it's commission free. So these are all things going through my head, what I'm going to trade, how much I'm going to trade. Am I going to start off with a smaller lot size to feel out the market? I need to adjust my lot size. I was trading earlier this morning and I was trading with 5 lots. I don't want to trade with 5 lots right now on gold. So I'm going to reduce that to maybe half a lot. So that's a big difference. 5 lots, guys, is trading with $50 per pip. And now I've reduced my risk with this volatility to half a lot size, which is $5 per pip. $5 per pip might be half lot, might be a lot for you. But for me, it's like kind of like a filler trade for me. Okay, so yes, I might lose $100, $200 in a trade like this, but I'm okay with that. I'm trading with a larger account, and that is well within my risk. Okay. Why don't we use futures? We can use futures. We'll get into futures as well. We'll get into futures. Right now, we just want to finish up Forex program. We'll move into futures. We'll move into stock and options. We'll move into crypto. We'll move into trading strawberries on the farm. Whatever you guys want, okay? We'll teach you everything. If you're comfortable trading futures, trade futures. Futures have no spreads, but you got to be aware of the commission fees and things like that with the futures. And that might be where the direction is going for the US and me here in Ontario, Canada. Okay, so there's a lot of restrictions being placed on prop firms and unregulated brokers, and so we might have to look into the futures markets. Okay, here we go, guys. Get ready. So this could be the initial move before the minutes. Okay, 23 seconds. NASDAQ is doing nothing. Gold is slowly moving down bearish. Okay, and be aware of fake outs. Fake outs. They could fake the market one direction and then flip it the other way. So be aware of that as well. Okay, here we go, guys. And watch Bookmap too. You might get a little like leading indicator. You might see it move before trading view. Okay, so here we go. Opened red, flush, coming down red. Let's see if it catches a wick and comes back up. Could be a fake out. Yep. Okay, see, fake out move. Okay, so it came back up, but where it opened, and then it's coming back down red. So let's see if it flips the candle and turns it green. Not yet. The red volume is still holding gold down. Now it flipped. Okay, see the volatility. Flip green, back down. Flip green, back down. Lots of indecision in the market. Okay, so careful trading this stuff. We do not have a direction yet. It's only the first 40 seconds. Okay, and maybe we have to wait for the first 5-minute candle to close. Okay, so you see the big heat showing down here. Lots of heat. Okay, so there's a lot of, that means that there's a lot of liquidity down here. Okay, and so could be buyers, could be sellers down here. We don't know. The cumulative volume delta will help us understand that this is sellers down here. Look at -500. So the market is dropping right now. Okay, so my entire green box, this is where I gave it to see if the buyers will continue to maybe push this thing up. Okay, and NASDAQ is breaking, it's touching the low of the day. Okay, let's see if it creates a new low of the day. Let's see if it flips back up. See gold? It filled the green box. It came right down to where we had it, and it's coming right back up now. So get ready. We could maybe look for a potential scalp buy, like maybe above. I'm going to do a little red box right here. If it breaks above here, could look for maybe a potential scalp buy on gold, but it's still big red body coming down. Okay, but we got to understand that maybe it grabs some liquidity and maybe coming back up. And some of you guys will be like, holy shit, Ron, you haven't taken a trade. It's 2 minutes. Oh my God, you haven't taken a trade. That's fine, guys. If we're not in it, if I'm not in a trade, that's all good. Sometimes this is what it takes. Sit back, relax, have some popcorn, and just let's let the first 5-minute candle print. Maybe it will give us more information than just getting exciting and just jumping right in. Because if you get faked out right away, this is a long range candle. This is not these small little tiny candles inside. Now you see you would need to open up your stop loss, because look at the range just of this candle. It's 22 pips. Okay, it's not these small little 5-10 pip candles anymore. Okay, look at now, they picked up the liquidity. Let's see if the candle flips now into a hammer and push, and it could be an impulse from here to trade back up to the top of the consolidated box. And I know it's not the greatest trade to take, and but we're looking for more volume to close. That would be about a 10 pip move, but I'm looking for more volume to close above the hourly white line up there. But you see, guys, it sold right down to the bottom of our green box, and it's coming right back up. So that's why I have a big green. I give the majority and the benefit to the buyers down in here. And now we're flipping. Okay. Now that could just be a liquidity grab. This is sometimes that 10 pip fill from right there to there. I didn't take it. Okay, but that's guys, that is a proper setup that I like. Wow. Okay, that's a nice 20 pip grab, but that liquidity grab, that will tell you a lot. Shit, I don't have my eclipse on here. But guys, that's exactly how I scalp. Okay, I watched down here, it came down, they picked up the liquidity, and as soon as it breaks there, sometimes I'm in for the 10 pips up to there, but it came all the way up to there, to the yellow line. That could be another profit grab up there, or go to a break even. I did not take this candle. I should have. But wow, okay? So you see how just a little bit of patience for 2 minutes and reverses your bias now. Now look at it. It's pumping. Look at it. It might, now our previous highs. Look at it. Body wick right up here. Wow. Guys, if you're in that buy on gold, take a trailing stop loss up or secure. Look at it. Up to 2025. Holy shit. Okay, so body wick right back up there. Yesterday I was getting a little bit too greedy when I was trading. So today, guys, if you learned from me yesterday, pip and dip, get your money, and don't get cute like I was yesterday. Okay, same with NASDAQ. It hit our low of the day. If you sold down there and you never dipped out, you're in trouble. Okay, so let's see if NASDAQ can close above that hourly white line. It came right back up there, equal highs, tweezer highs. Guys, this is like price action 101, basics. Nothing advanced with what we're doing here. This is all basic stuff. Okay, so if you didn't scale out, now you got a red bar coming down. Look at 50%. Body, our hourly area. What I would do is take this box now up to here, a little bit above, because now we got some more volume, a little bit below, and make it green. See the red? Flip it green. In case we get a retest of gold to come back down and test 50% of our volume. So far, it's not there. Oh, guys, I got to get this call. I'm sorry, it's my mom. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hey guys, sorry about that. That's my mama. I always answer the call. My mama, you know what? She yelled at me. My mom said, why didn't I take that buy? She said, you're crazy. My mom took that buy, 80 years old. She bought the bottom of that wick. She said, what the hell are you doing? You didn't take that buy? Okay, even my mom straightening me out. My mom's been scalping for 80 years. She just gave me shit for that. Guys, you guys embarrassed me on live in front of my mom. My mom bought the bottom of that wick. She said, what the hell were you doing? That was a perfect setup. But no, I'm just playing, guys. My mom says hello to everybody. She loves you guys. My mom just checking in. I always, guys, okay, one thing about me, I don't care where I am in anywhere. If my mom or dad are calling, I answer the phone. Okay, so that's just one thing about me. If you guys know me, I don't care if it's NFP, FOMC, I don't give a shit. When mama calls, I answer the phone. She's doing well, guys. She just had knee replacement surgery, and I got to take her to physio right after this. Okay, guys. So sorry, guys. I left. NASDAQ still in the box, not doing anything. Gold, okay. Hopefully, guys, you guys scaled out. You learned a little bit from me yesterday by getting a little bit too greedy. We just came back down, okay. So our green box, let's let this candle close in the next 45 seconds. So it was red, red, red. We broke that, and now let's see if it can stay above. Let me get rid of this consolidated box. Maybe it's confusing you right here. And we want to focus on this area, stay above here, okay? It might consolidate in here. Maybe we're going to get a continued push to the upside, okay? So if you're not in a trade on gold, let's just continue watching. NASDAQ is building, not the greatest in here. Are you guys still in buy on gold, or did you guys get out of there? What did you guys do? Because let's see if the volume can come back up. Good job, guys. Okay, I apologize for leaving, but hopefully you guys are watching here too. Okay. Okay, here's the close now. Okay, so we closed around 50% right at our green box area, right at our white line. Remember our hourly support. So let's see if it can continue to build in here. If it breaks, you could maybe look for a potential sell down here, but still it's strong. Now we're above the VWAP. Okay, so gold is above the VWAP. Look at now the cumulative volume delta. It's almost balanced at the zero. Remember we were down here, negative 500 on that big liquidity grab. Now we could continue to pop and break up to here. Okay, so if you're in your buys still, or if you're looking for another buy, let's see if we get volume close above this yellow line up here. Juanito, you're secured 300. Amazing, Juanito. We need to break this daily point of interest right here, Juanito, and maybe we can continue to push up to this resistance at 2026. But right now we might consolidate from the green box to the yellow line. So if I want to trap, Juanito, if I want to trap this area, bro, right here, trap this, and let's see, maybe we'll break out of here and we continue moving in this bull flag. Okay, just got to take out some pending offers up here. I'd like to see this cumulative volume delta get above this zero and hold. Every time we kind of come up here, then they flush it down. Okay, now we're breaking. That's good. Strong candle. NASDAQ still no movement in NASDAQ. So NASDAQ I think is going to wait for NVIDIA. NASDAQ is waiting for NVIDIA later this afternoon. Right now gold is moving. Hater Ali, I love your commentary while you pip and dip. Good job, bro. Excellent. Ali, perfect, bro. Haydar, NVIDIA's 4:20 p.m. after hours 4:20. Okay, and pay attention, everyone. Pay attention if you guys can to NVIDIA. They are basically the market mover. They're down about, they were down 5-6% yesterday. I believe today they're down, what, 2-3%? Let me just double check. Down 3% right now. So plus 5-6 yesterday. NVIDIA is down 8-9% in the 2 days, yesterday and today. Okay, so leading into earnings, they're down a little bit, but we'll see what the earnings. Wow, gold. Okay, so gold. Look at guys, we're taking out all of those pending offers. Look at the sellers. They're trying to sell right there. Buyers are asking trade up here. Sellers want to sell right at this resistance point. Buyers, if they can continue to ask to trade up here, we might physically break this resistance. Look, body, wick, and a wick. Okay, so we need to pop, and if we do, guys, there's the 200 EMA in our bigger red box. Okay, so this is, and if we can close a minute 55, if we can close with green volume above this red line, above these prior highs, we can maybe use this red line as a support line going forward, and maybe we can break this bigger box or come up to there. And if you get this move, have a trailing stop loss. Juanito, trailing stop loss, bro, bring it up, because if it taps into this red box, this is where they could potentially sell it back down. So don't do what I did yesterday, guys. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, don't get too greedy, guys. Secure. Scale out. You got time to scale out as well. You don't need to close your entire position. If you guys got time to scale out 50%, you know, that's why we trade. We trade to eat. There's meat on the bone now. Now we're eating chicken wings. Okay, remember over here, NASDAQ has no meat on the bones. Gold has the meat over here. Okay, so we pushed, we made the higher high, but then you see how they're selling it back down. So let's watch the close of this candle. How will it close? Will it stay above this yellow important line? That's our daily POI. Marius, you made 400. Congratulations, bro. That's amazing. Just close that top of the wick. Excellent. Excellent, guys. I love it. Okay, you did that all on your own. You should be proud. You know, and then I know if it continues to push higher, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. But yesterday, guys, I should have closed where I wanted to close. I didn't, and then it came and hit my break even. And I gave up $800 yesterday on those two break evens. It sucked. I had to eat it up at the end of the day, but I don't want you guys to make those mistakes. Okay. And be happy. At the end of the day, if you made 400 where you could have possibly made 600, who gives a shit? You still made 400. Let's move with it. Let's compound it, and let's continue, because there's no guarantee that it will continue to come up. Okay, so we didn't get the closure above there. They pushed it down. Now it came back up green. Again, now we got a rejection wick, and a rejection wick to the left. So it might come down red and maybe physically retest right here, this yellow line. Okay, so let me just remove this consolidated box. NASDAQ, we're breaking down. So it came up, back down, equal highs, back down. So if we get red bar, I don't see one red bar on NASDAQ closing below this area. Okay, it's a lot of impulse. If we get a red bar closing below here, then we might be looking to maybe sell NASDAQ below today's low of the day. Okay, but still just wait on it to see if we get our bar close. Because how many impulse do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 breaks and coming right back up. So they might do a ninth one. So don't maybe fall for it. Don't fall for a fake out. Just like I said, don't fall for the fake out at the start of FOMC. You know when it came down red, Remember I placed my green box? I showed you guys, rewind this tape, how big I made my green box. And you see how it came right down to the bottom of my green box exactly, and it came up right off of there. I gave the benefit of the doubt. I told you guys, I'm not selling in this green box. I want to have my bias as a buyer. Okay, guys, even if you didn't take a trade, I want you guys to learn, and then you guys can do this on your own. Do you guys understand what I mean by this? Guys, this is really important in today's call. I know it's exciting. Some of you guys are in profit. You guys are watching this red candle. But if you don't understand right here what happened, you guys are going to be left behind. Please, guys, understand what I'm talking about here. Do you guys know, or do you want me to go over this again, or you guys are all good? Because this will tell you guys that you will know not to get faked out by the market, and you'll know how to trade with the market. Bronson, go over it again. Okay, bro. So remember the purple. Remember where I did the top-down analysis. If you can, Bronson, watch this over again. Where I did the top-down analysis at the purple low of the day, and then I drew my green box. You know where I went to the wick, and then those two bodies, and then I drew the green box right across it. That's what I was using as my little support liquidity pool. Okay, and as soon as the 5-minute broke, I had the market likes to fake out. It's Bronson. We're playing basketball. You got to cross me over. I got to cross you over, right? You know, I go one way. I'm gonna fake you one way. I go the other way. It's just like playing one-on-one basketball. Same thing. The market is playing one-on-one with us. The market tried to cross us over, but we didn't fall for it. We're smart. We didn't fall for it, and then we crossed them over. And we went up with it. So I allowed it to come down red. But if it closed red down in here, I would have flipped my green box red. Then my bias would have been maybe to sell. But as soon as it came down, I saw Bookmap showed the liquidity grab. See the sellers? They sold it all the way down here, but the buyers were asking to trade up here. So this to me was they came down to hit all the pending orders. They came down, stop loss rate. They took all the stop losses, they took all the liquidity, and then they flipped the market, and look at it. Now we might be continuing to maybe take out these highs up here. But right now, we're now consolidating from the yellow line to the red line up here. Again, in an area of consolidation. If you're not trading in here, trap this zone right here, and we wait for the next move. Okay, and we're still holding 50% of the big body candle. Open, close, 50% green box, and our white line that I did the hourly support. If you guys need to rewind this later on or watch this, I hope you guys do. There's a lot of nuggets that we can learn on these things. Bronson, but like I'll go over this on a webinar, 100%. This is like yesterday too, Bronson. The way how I went in those buys was off of that. Where I added that second buy was off of that liquidity grab, and I was a little greedy yesterday, Bronson. I went up 50 pips on the first trade and 30 on the second, up 80 pips, up $800. I didn't secure anything. Believe me, I was thinking about that all night. But today, guys, I hope you guys secure a little bit on this. Liquidity grab 101, yes sir. That's what we got to learn, okay? That's once you start to learn those little intricacies, you're going to say, oh shit, Ron, I understand this now. Now I know. But just watching candles print daily, even if you're not trading, just watching candles print at certain times of the day, you're going to learn so much. Okay, so NASDAQ still has not closed below here. Maybe it will come back up green. But let's see. Like if I want to sell NASDAQ, I want a red candle to prove to me it can sell below this area. If not, it's just going to play games here. So gold couldn't break yet above here. So this is where it might sell back down to our green box. And then we'll see if we can pick up liquidity here. And that's going to be our VWAP. See how its gold is coming right back down into here. So guys, unfortunately, if you didn't secure anything up there, this happens. It's going to retrace back down. You might be holding. You lost a little bit of your profit. That's trading, guys. That's scalping, I should say, not trading. But that's scalping. What goes up can come right back down. Kenny, PK's the scale out king. Okay, I'm going to do a webinar with PK so he can teach me how to scale out with the scale out king. Shout outs to PK. Guys, we got 359 viewers and only 62 likes. Mafuz, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Guys, step up these likes, okay? Because we were talking about disabling the chat on YouTube. I don't want to do that. Honestly, I don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We were talking about why are we even coming on YouTube? We want to be here, guys, with you. So just hit the likes, guys. If you learned anything from that liquidity grab candle, I'm not asking you if you took a sell, if you took a buy. If you learned anything from that wick, hit the like button. That helps me understand that you guys want to learn more about inside market maker moves. The Terra 99, first time watching thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. There is some people that appreciate this type of knowledge and others who don't care about it. It's up to you guys. I know how to trade the markets. I've been doing this for, like I said, since I was 6 years old. My mom even gave me shit. She called me on the call right now and told me, why did you not take that liquidity wick? Like, my mom is my mentor. She taught me how to trade. You guys embarrassed me in front of my mom. I feel like shit right now. Thank you, guys. E-money up to 216 likes. Appreciate you guys. Amazing. Okay, so let's get focused. NASDAQ could be making a move right here. What time is it? 2:22. So now, okay, so we came up. Okay, we got lower high, equal highs, lower high off of the hourly resistance. So we're pushing down. Let's see if we get a red body candle on NASDAQ close below here. Let's see if we get it. First one. 2 more minutes to go. I don't want to see like another red candle come down and then go back up with a wick. Let's see if we can actually close. Okay, and gold still holding our green box. Let me just get rid of this. And then we are 6 minutes away from 2:30. Remember, guys, 2:30 is a new 30-minute candle. It will bring in momentum. It will bring in volume. It will bring in volatility. Things can switch direction in 6 minutes. US 30 is moving. Bearish, Juanito? Yeah, markets are all red right now. Okay, everything. It's a sea of red right now. Everything. Like everything on my watch list is red right now. Okay, so US 30 is selling, NASDAQ is selling, S&P is selling, sea of red right now. Okay, so let's see if they close. And then we're breaking our low of the day. Okay, so what do we assume will be the next candle? I'm going to assume that the next candle will open green. And where will it retest? Will it retest our purple line? Where's 50% of this red body? That's what we got to start to locate. Okay, so let's get ready for NASDAQ. Gold is still holding right here. 30 seconds to go. Remember, guys, if you're in a sell, we got a red line and a red line. These are zones of interest on the 5 minutes where we had to go on a higher time frame to find those areas. So right here, 17,350 and 17,315. Serkan Mirhabar, welcome. Guys, shout outs to Serkan. He came to me on a one-on-one. He was struggling. My man is, after one-on-one, he's so intelligent. He changed his way of trading. He passed phase 1, phase 2, and he's on his live funded account. Guys, everyone, shout out to Serkan from Turkey. This man is, that's all it took was just one session. He's so smart. Picked up everything right away. Okay, so right here, guys, we closed near the low. It opened red, continued to push down. It tapped our red line. Okay, so that is something needs to be done at the red line. You can either bring a trailing stop loss down if you're in a sell. If you're not in anything, let's see what happens at this red line. Okay, still breaking. This is where someone might say, Ron, do you take a trade right now? Do you take a sell right now? I kind of don't want to because it's 4 bars dropping down. If I sell right now, I could be selling the low and then I might get caught in a pullback and then I might go into drawdown. So I'm being patient right now. Maybe I'm going to wait 4 more minutes to get into 230. Maybe they might bleed it out right now and then it might reverse back up and then I might be able to sell the pullback. I might be able to sell the pullback at the purple line right here. So the purple line, little bit above, little bit below, and then I'm going to draw like a red box. Just in case it comes back up to 230, I might sell up there. Okay, I might get maybe a better sell opportunity to sell up here than to sell the low. It's kind of risky to sell down in here. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because unless you're looking for small pips, you could get in and out. But if you're looking for a bigger move, you might get caught and this thing turns back up. So you have to be very careful. Okay, but we did get a confirmed red candle, close below those 2 prior wicks, and close below our purple daily low. Okay, so Kim, did you take that sell on that bar? Nice. Kim, what made you take that sell right there? Okay, you guys, I see some of you guys are in sell NASDAQ. Gold is still holding, guys. See our green box? Stretch it across. Our hourly white line is still holding. Came down, back up, coming up. Let's see if we can get the move. Let's just draw a yellow line on Bookmap on gold. So I want you guys to watch depth of market around this area, 2037 in the futures. Okay, if we can continue to come back up and take this out, we're going to fly maybe up to potentially the 200 EMA 2026, maybe our bigger red box 2027 if we can get it up there. And then I just want to see how NASDAQ will close, and we're going into 230. Let's take a look at the 30-minute candles real fast. Look at our 30-minute candle, okay? So if we get majority of our 30-minute volume closing below the low of the day, we might get a pullback, what I'm talking about, and maybe continue to sell back down, okay? And gold, our 30-minute candle is a nice big bullish candle. Can we get our 30-minute candle of gold to close above our yellow daily point of interest, and maybe we're going to continue to drive up to our red box up there? Okay, so lots to look at, lots to watch right now. Okay, that's why I was saying, guys, I don't like to sell down in there because the candle is coming up green. I want to see the retest. This was for you guys. If you were already in a sell, you can use that red line as a point of interest. Okay, so you see how that candle flipped? That's why I was saying, guys, I don't like to sell like the low because you might go into drawdown. So I'd like to maybe see, maybe I might get a discount sell right here, okay, at 230. You know, right now it dropped, it came down. There's going to be buyers down here that bring it right back up. But let's see how it closes, where it closes, and maybe we might be able to sell the next bar at 230. Okay, so we got 30 seconds to go. Remember, the last 30 seconds of a candle shows momentum. Let's see who has the momentum. Right now, the sellers are bringing the body right back down. Buyers are bringing it right back up. Gold has a nice big green body. Where will it close? Will it close? Excuse me. Will it close above those bodies? Will it close above our yellow point of interest line? lots going on leading into 230. Okay, so and gold, guys, see the cumulative volume delta? It came and balanced itself out right at 0 and could not get positive above there. So to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. We never got above that 0 balanced area. Okay, so here we go. 230 coming up green. Assume it's going to come up green. You know, if we want to trap this area right now, like right in here, maybe if we just watch what's going on here, it could be a bear flag. It could be buyers driving it right back up. Sorry, not green, neutral. My bad. 1 second. Okay, so we're going to keep it neutral in here. Okay, I could be waiting for maybe a potential buy above here if they grab the liquidity down here at the low of the day and they bring it right back up. Same with gold. Gold is still consolidating in this range right here. Our red line and our yellow line right there. Okay, so gold is still consolidating. If it breaks down, you might be able to get a sell on gold to come back down, but I would be cautious because every time it comes down, it goes back up. Comes down, goes back up. It's higher low, higher low, higher low. Be careful selling gold right now. Okay, and then there's a little pause on NASDAQ. Okay, coming back up. I want to see, remember, to test the purple line. We broke it, we closed below. This is where it comes back up for maybe the potential retest. Okay, if we can continue to push down, maybe we're going to continue selling NASDAQ down. If it comes back up, grabs liquidity down from the low of the day, comes back up here, then we might get a move to come back up on NASDAQ. Okay, but it's not there yet. We've got an inside bar candle. Reese, what do I look with the bubbles for gold to break? I look for number one, this resistance to break, and in the depth of market, Reese, to change. So you see how inside I've got like these levels, 42 red, 36, 25 red, and then 15, 20, 23 green. I'd like to see the bids take over these, and in the depth of market from the VWAP to this yellow line turn all green, and then maybe then we can start to take out these offers that are pending above us in the current order book, and then we'll get gold to continue to push for new highs. So right now it's a battle in between here. And NASDAQ is just, it's no meat on this candle. It's an inside spin top. There's no direction yet. It's going up, coming back down, going up, coming back down. So that's what a spin top is, indecision. 50-50. I don't like to gamble on a 50-50 candle. I like more volume. I like more direction. Let's just flip quickly to NASDAQ. Take a look at the depth of market on NASDAQ, how it's looking. Okay, so NASDAQ, we broke our VWAP. Okay. 2 o'clock, 2:15, 2:30, coming down. And this is where we might be flagging, continue push down. Here's, see the heat right here? This area, 17,420 and 17,400. So this is where it's battling right in here. Sellers are still absorbing the buyers. We might get a double bottom. Okay, we had one bottom. Let's see if maybe we get a double bottom, try to come back up. You can see now where the resistance is. If we draw a yellow line right here, like that's our resistance in the market right here. There's our resistance on TradingView right here. The previous low of the day is now our resistance. Negative 3,800 cumulative volume delta. So we'll see if it accumulates and comes back up, and then maybe we look for something above here on NASDAQ. Okay, let's just flip to gold again. Gold looks like, okay, so see the depth of market now, Reese? See how we're kind of almost filling it here, 32, 25, 28, 21, 18, 17 green. We just got to take out this 41 right here, transact into there, pull that one out, and maybe we fill this entire depth of market. Then below us, our depth of market can strengthen. We'll have enough volume to break this resistance right up here, and then maybe we'll drive gold right up to 2027.50, 2028, our bigger red box. Sulfan, what are we waiting for gold to do? We're waiting for gold to break this resistance. Do you not see here how many attempts it's got rejected here? Right here at 1120, 1125, right here at 1145, right here, That's what we're looking for. If it were like, you should be looking for gold buys. Like you shouldn't be selling gold right now. This is what it's bullish, okay? It's bullish. It held 50% of our big body candle, liquidity grab, higher highs, higher lows. It's strong right now. You should not be looking to maybe sell gold right now. There's no indication. We don't even have volume closing below here to even entertain a sell on gold. It's testing this resistance. Okay, and NASDAQ is still holding right here. Okay, and then take a look at now your RSI. See our RSI? It's holding above the 50. Now it's getting stronger. Okay, so careful selling gold unless it gets into our bigger red box that we've identified. Right now, here's your break. So we just kissed the 200 EMA, our purple line. Okay, there's probably going to be a little bit of resistance. They'll push it down. But going forward now in gold, if we can close with green volume above this red line, where it was resistance, 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 we need green volume to close above so we can turn this red line into a support line, a short-term support line. So we can even flip it red to green, just the line. Okay, but there's a lot of time left, 3 minutes and 45 seconds, a lot of time. Okay, so you see how we transacted right at the top of this level. We have our buyers who bought the high. See, they bought the high up there at the 200 EMA, and they're stuck currently in the market. They're stuck. See the big green bubble? And now the sellers are trying to penetrate it down, but we've got our depth of market that's built green. Okay, so now we have to bank on our depth of market to absorb the drop, to buy the pullback, and then continue to ask to trade near the high up here so that we can make new higher highs. And then you see the heat up here. This heat just came into the current order book right here at 2038.8, 52 orders just stepped in the market. Maybe we might be able to trade into that liquidity up there. Louise, you're selling NASDAQ? Yep, it's continuing lower lows, lower highs. Okay. And then our RSI is down. Someone's going to say, Ron, well, RSI is down below 30. Do we sell? Sometimes when it goes below 30, they really bleed it out and then it comes back up. Okay, so remember, don't just trust RSI. Okay, it could be a false indicator, but just be cautious when we're breaking below 30. Okay, because you guys know it could come right back up. Maybe find a bottom, one bottom, come back up, go back down, we find a double bottom, and then this might be an area to look to buy maybe this afternoon if the market comes back up. Okay, and also, will this green body, it opened ignited, came up to our 200 EMA, push right back down, will it close above here in the next 2 minutes to go? Nvidia is almost down, almost negative 4% right now. Okay, so markets are continuing to push down. Microsoft down 1.2. PayPal down 2%. My Enbridge is green. My only green thing is Enbridge, my dividend stock, up 0.4%. Go Enbridge. Give me those dividends. Okay, so we got rejected. Okay, and then if you use these indicators on your chart, like these EMAs, do you guys actually use these, or you just put them on your chart to look at them? Okay, so we came up to the 200 EMA and we tapped it. So it's basically like a resistance line. So, you know, some traders will scale out at the 200 EMA, you know. So if you guys do that, you guys did the correct move up there. You guys scaled out at the correct area. If you didn't, then that's okay. It happens. You didn't. Now it's going to be a pullback, but we got to see if we can pick up our depth of market and continue to come up. Every single one of these moves, there's a pullback there, went up, pullback, went back up, pullback, went back up. This could be another pullback. It could possibly go back up. Rajat, you sold gold at 2021. Oof. Yeah. You sold when FOMC, the minute started down here. So it was, we were not looking for sells down there. We had a bias. We were waiting patiently, but bias was to look for buys on gold. Okay, so here's our close. We close below. So we've moved away from this bearish flag and might continue. If it continues to drop, your next point of interest, if you're scalping the markets, is this red line, 17,315. Okay, if it comes down there, it could come down and find a wick down there and come right back up. Okay, we got a red ignited body candle. Let's see if it can take out the low. Okay, look at the size of the wick. It's not a very, very short wick. It's a little bit of a longer wick. So we've got a little bit of a distance to come down to take out that wick. It might find a higher low anywhere in here. If it can't take out that low, it might even be a tweezer bottom low, exactly where my cursor is. See how it's coming down now? Let's see if it will attempt to break for a new lower low, or the market will hold this area right now. See how it's right there on my cursor. This is a tweezer bottom low right now printing. Okay, again, they just tried to drop it down and it held again. See how it held the cursor there? So that currently is an equal low down there. Okay, we need to have lower lows in order to keep pushing down. Okay, again, it's going to try. See the volume? It's ignited red, trying again to break. So every time it tries to break and it gets held, a new bid comes in the market and holds it. A new bid comes in. 2 times is like a double bottom within a candle. 3 times is like a triple bottom within a candle. 4 times is a quadruple bottom in a candle. 5 times is quintuplet bottom in a candle, whatever you want to call it. But you can see how it's still holding the tweezer bottom low. It still hasn't broke. 17,333. Still has not broke. It's trying a 5th attempt to break, and it's still. So every time it holds, you can think of having a bias to buy, but we got to flip the body of the candle, because right now it's still got that ignited red head. So it could come down again. It's coming down with higher time frame, more volume. It's coming down red again. How many times has it held? Now it's going to try it right there. Now it broke. There's the lower low. There's your new lower low. It's a full body candle. It might bleed out, if it does, to the next red line. Also, if it closes below here, we might get a continued further push to continue to push down. So your bias is still sells. Don't be buying yet. Okay, right there. How many times did it take to break that low? 5, 6 times? Now it's bleeding out. If it comes now with a higher time frame, like a 15-minute candle, it could flush all the way down to that 17,315 red line. Dennis, RSI is 24. This is where they could really bleed it out. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes they really bleed it out when RSI is low like that. But if they do get the full bleed out, I would expect support to come in right here at this 315. Okay, so now like red line, point of interest on the 5 minutes, and then what I do is lower my red box right there to the exactly what I did on the daily right here with gold. If you guys remember, I'm doing the same thing on the 5 minutes right here with NASDAQ. Same shit. Look, I'm using my red line for reference, that body and that body. That's my red box. Okay, so if I am looking for buys to come back up, if I am to scalp back up, I'm looking for this to turn right here, 353, to come up to this, 373. That's a 20 pip scalp, just to fill this little imbalance right there. But it's still red coming down. Let's see if it can bleed all the way down to our point of interest right here, 315. That would be a good grab to take some profit down there. I'll even draw like a green box a little bit above and a little bit below to show you that potentially that's where the pending buyers could be waiting to scoop this play up if it wants to come down in there. Let's look at NASDAQ in the book. Okay, see how they're bleeding it out? Look at negative 4,300. It's very difficult to buy right now, okay? And like every move is going up, back down. Nothing is closing green. We got red, push down red, red, ignited red. It took 5 times to break that previous low, and now they could bleed it out down into there, okay? Here's your next candle. So if it comes up 50% right now, locate open, close. Where's half of it? Half of it is right around there. If we can stay below 336, 337, coming up green, catch a wick here and continue push down, we could be trading into here. This is how, if you want to just try and hold trades for a little longer, this is the 50% rule. Gold is still building. Yeah, here's the flush. Here's the flush. Here's the flush right down to our green box. Let's see if we get it. Is anybody in a sell on NASDAQ? You could have a trailing stop loss coming down at each one of these successive levels. Carlos, welcome, bro. I hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Carlos, I was really sick, bro. I had strep throat and pneumonia. I'm feeling better. I hope you're doing good too. Guys, gold still continue to break. Let's see if we get volume close above there. We've had an impulse that created the higher high. We had another impulse to the 200, create a higher high. Can we get our first body candle, close green above there, and continue pushing up? Okay. So tweezer bottom lows, again, look at the wicks on the 5 minutes. Are those equal lows? Okay, I don't want to move our original line, but right there, those are equal lows. Okay, so currently they've stopped the market right there. Now it's coming back up, but let's see how it will test 50% of our red body. I could trap this maybe in between these red lines. Someone's going to say, Ron, what the hell are you doing? This is crazy shit. But this is to see if it will still stay in this really tight flag down in here. This might be where it comes back up and then goes back down, and then we might figure out where a double bottom is. Maybe they grab the liquidity in this green box, but you see, I'm still not looking for a buy. It's just a small green candle. It might come up and then they flush it right back down. We've got to see it at least close above 50%. Okay, now it's coming back up. Equal bottom lows when the RSI, you guys said, dipped down to 24. Okay, so we're building a little bit. We're finding a little bit of buyers, but still a lot of selling pressure coming down from higher time frame. Gold, can it close above there? 2 minutes to go. What do you guys think? Are you guys still sell bias, or are you guys thinking of maybe starting some buy position? What do you guys think? Remember, if you're buying, you're counter trading all of these big red body candles. Okay, so you see the 50% still. We came up there green, and then they pushed it right back down. So careful. Now it could turn into a bearish pin bar, and then maybe it's going to take out that tweezer bottom low and come right conveniently right into our green box. But it's still holding. Look how it's still holding. They're asking to trade up here. Okay, so this is our first body candle. Can it close above 50%? Can we work with something here? Ooh, look at that. How it came up green. They just rejected it quickly. Okay, so you see how everything is happening right at the 50% level. And then it built again. So it just got injected with some more green volume. That's good. You can take that scalp buy if you like. Otherwise, let's wait 1 minute and 15 seconds to get the final close of this candle. But we found our first bottom, tweezer bottom now. Let's see if it can maintain this area and build off of this. Guys, who loves like scalping the markets? I literally love this shit. Candle by candle scalping is like one of the greatest inventions ever. Like, I love this thing. You can bring this down to the 1 minutes, do the same exact shit on the 1 minutes. And you can have a lot of fun when you learn how to do this. Swing trading is fun. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna disrespect our swingers in the group. We love you guys. We swing, but Scalping is just, it's so fun. Like, you're constantly learning by the minute. You're constantly learning how these markets move by the minute. Yeah, you can make some mistakes, but it's all part of the learning process. You'll learn a lot faster by analyzing the markets on the 1 to 3 to 5 minutes, as opposed to just sitting on a daily candle all week. You really, really learn, really learn. Like, if I wanted that little scalp from there to there, I know it's NASDAQ, it's a little smaller range, but just those tweezer bottom lows from there to there, that's a scalp of 10 pips with minimal to no drawdown. Okay. I know I didn't take it. I understand that. Sometimes we're here to educate as well. But this is our first bottom, okay? First bottom. So it came all the way down. We found our first bottom. Now, will it come back down? So what I do now is maybe flip this 50% of that bullish candle, make it green, okay? And then this might be my ongoing support box. If it comes back down for a double bottom, I'll get rid of this one below us so it doesn't confuse us. So that's where we found our first physical bottom. There's our tweezer wick lows. It came right into our red box. That's like a scalp, from here to there. You get your 10, 15 pips and dip out of the market because it's coming right back down unless you're holding. Let's see if it can come into here, regain its volume and look to build. This could turn into a W bottom now, where it comes down, back up, come down. Let's look if it tests 50% of our green body right here. If it continues to build, we could be looking to continue the buy up to through there. But we still have to respect the sellers. Okay, so this is just one leg. I know it's exciting, but it's just one leg. It came down, back up. We're looking for maybe come back down, hold right here, 50%. Might be a physical double bottom or liquidity grab to our red line, and then boom, they shoot it back up, close it above there, flip green to red, and then we're coming back up there. That's an inverted head and shoulder pattern that could potentially happen, but it's not there yet. You always got to think of what could happen. Gold still has not closed above our level right here. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you guys think NASDAQ is going to regain a little bit of buying momentum and come through here? Or you guys think it will push right back down for one more leg down? I think it's going to push one more leg down. That's why I'm waiting to see what will happen in this green box. And we're about, 7-8 minutes away from power hour. Okay, so power hour is the last hour of the Wall Street markets. And then guys, 4:20, okay, 4:20 p.m. Eastern, NVIDIA reports. If you're in any open trades and you're holding, there's going to be some volatility, especially with NASDAQ, okay, with NVIDIA. If you're not in any trades, just watch and see NVIDIA's numbers and how NASDAQ will react to it. It will also affect US 30, absolutely, but it will more impact NASDAQ. Okay, but also guys, gold looks like it's kind of tapering off. Push down, push down, push down. Okay, so if we get it down here, like guys, I love like micro scalping, you know what I mean? So what I do is I draw like a red line right over here at these bodies, and kind of, if I bring my consolidated box right there, that's where the market is consolidating. If I like to sell from right here down to the yellow line, I know someone's going to say, Ron, that's nothing, but I always measure the move so I know what I'm looking at. If I just take that, like even on an impulse, 0 to no drawdown, it comes down, not enough, 6.6 pips, not enough. I would need to hold it to the green box, which is about 15 pips. Okay, if it's gonna come down there, maybe I wait for a body to close, retest, then I take my sell to come down there. Otherwise, it's still bullish. I need the sellers to prove to me that they can close it below there in order to look for that sell to come down there. Otherwise, every time it's coming down, it's met by a bullish candle and higher lows. This thing could continue to drive up. Maybe a sell area will be this bigger red box up here. And we're going to do a session with 1 minute scalping, guys. I didn't want to do it on the FOMC. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do 1 minute scalping. We'll do 2 charts, 1 minutes. Even if I explain a little more, you guys are going to see a little bit more. Use a demo if you've never traded 1 minute candles before. Okay, so gold is still pushing. Let's see if we get that green body close above there. Okay, so we found our first bottom on NASDAQ right around here. Yeah, buyers are pushing right back up. Okay, so we kind of closed. Open red came down. Let's flip the red to green now. See, if you're in sells too, you know, you gotta cash out a little bit because the markets can come back up. Okay, so it came up to the 90 EMA, pushed down. Let's see if it gets an injection of volume. I might be looking for a buy here if it gets injected, and then maybe take it up to the red. I'm going in a buy, guys. I'm entering. I'm gonna buy NASDAQ right now. Okay, sorry, my buy was a little higher. I'm gonna try and get it up to the red box. Okay, where am I gonna place my stop loss? Maybe in the green box down there, and I'm in a buy now. Might be what, 10 pips? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, up to 20. If we can get it up back up to the purple line, that's 20 pips on NASDAQ. Okay. It might pull back down. Okay, obviously it could pull back down to our green box. That's why I'm giving it a little room like I did yesterday to breathe. Okay, hopefully it doesn't pull back. Hopefully it just wants to drive, fill it up into there. Then I can go to maybe a break even. But we'll see what happens up here. And gold, guys, sorry. Gold, it looks like it wants to continue push. We need a gold green bar to close above here, above this red line. 2025, 26 area. We've got 3 more minutes to go. And I'm buying NASDAQ with 3 minutes to go before power hour. Okay, so there could be a momentum switch. Yes, it could come down red. But let's see if it can continue to build. Maybe I can dip out with 10, 15 pips before we even get to 3 o'clock. We'll see. And then, guys, I can stay till about 3:05, 3:10, and then I got to go pick up my kids at school. So you see where I have my stop loss right there? Maybe I'm going to give it a couple extra pips to breathe below those tweezer bottom lows. Okay, and then maybe I'll take my TP, maybe a little higher. I'll try to maybe get it up to the red line up there. I gave it a little room to breathe on my stop loss. Risk to reward 1-to-1, nothing exciting, just a 1-to-1 scalp. And we'll watch gold to see if it can close above there at 3 p.m. And then also if it comes back down, you know, like yesterday, I added a second buy. I might buy the second leg, depending what happens, how this candle will close leading into power hour. You know, maybe it might close near the high, and who knows, maybe I get rewarded at 3 p.m. with an ignited bar and it continues to pop. But I can't bank on that. I always assume that it's going to come down red and retrace a momentum switch. I don't know. I always have that in my head, so I'm prepared for what will happen. If I get the bonus, if it closes near the high and I get that ignited bar and I get that push, that's great. But I always assume the worst so that I'm ready for it. But I'll get more information where and how this body will close. Still a lot of time on it. 50 seconds is a lot of time. Yeah, Juanito, I hate when we switch to the other I know it sucks. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Sometimes you get rewarded, sometimes you get screwed, but it's part of the game. So we got rejected up there, coming back down. We still have a big body green candle. I'm also looking where it will close. Will it close above our neckline? Yeah, I assume the next candle might come down red, but maybe we'll pick up a few bids and continue to drive up with higher low. Let's see how it will close. Here's the close coming in. Okay, here we closed. Red. Okay, so they just popped it red. You know, just ignited red. We got a wick. That's nice. But look at the size of our prior wick. It's not a short wick to get that nice pop. So we got to pick up some bids. It's coming down red. We got a lot of momentum to break that high wick. So we're going to assume it's going to come down red. Let's see if it can hold maybe. It's holding. Okay, it's a nice hold right there. Again, it's coming back down. Can it hold a third attempt? No. So they broke the low of when this candle opened. Will it drop down further? Probably. Will it engulf this bar? Will it come up? I need to save this higher low and this higher low. Okay, but we're trading in the green box. So and this is 3 p.m. Okay, so this is power hour. This thing is going to come in with more momentum. It's going to come in with more volume. Gold closed above, guys. So keep an eye on gold as well. We closed above. If it can continue to push, maybe the 9 EMA can catch up to that 200, and this could be developing with a small pullback at 3 p.m. Maybe it will be a golden crossover on gold to continue to come up to 2027, 28 in here. Okay, so you see where the sellers are trying to sell down here. I can see that they're asking to trade up here. That's good. I want to see them to continue to ask up here. That's what creates the wick on the candle. You can barely see what's going on right now because there's a lot of transactions happening. It's a lot of momentum, a lot of volume. Okay, that's what I like. See how it's now? They're asking to trade back up to the high. Okay, so where we opened, we came all the way down. We picked up that liquidity. Now it's a hammer candle. Can we fill our wick with this momentum and start to pop and go up now? Okay, and this is what I want. With this momentum to push, we got to take out this high. We have to. Okay, we don't want tweezer tops. We want to break the high so that we can change the depth of the market and get our higher highs and higher lows. Okay, see where my dotted line is? I know it sucks. It's just like the tweezer bottoms. This is what we call tweezer tops. It's equal highs. It doesn't do us any good. See, they failed to break the previous high. So what happens now? The volume will come back down to where we opened, and then we see now how the depth of the market will transact in here. So it's staying near the high. We can continue to build, and now let's try a second attempt to take out this high. Gold looks good. Gold looks like it's going to take out the high too. Yes, good transaction right there. See how we engulfed that big, see that big green bubble? Okay, that was a good transaction on the buyers. If we get more green volume closing above here, then maybe we can build this area. Okay, it's a spin top candle now. Remember, we opened red, came all the way down. We came all the way up to equal high. Now we're coming right back to where we opened. 2 more minutes to go. I might have to hold on to this trade as we get off the call because I have maximum like 7 more minutes with you guys. But let's see if we can bang one out here. And this is a counter trade. This is a counter trade. I'm going against the red trend, but I'm just looking to see if it can fill right back up to the purple previous low of the day. Maybe if it's resistance up there. I might need that second bottom to come in the market to take it back up there. Okay, so 60 seconds to go. You want to see gold on Bookmap? Yep. Okay, so gold. Remember that yellow line? Okay, that was our resistance. Now we're transacting right above it. So our depth of market is built below us on gold. So all we got to do now is maybe take out a few pending orders, and then we drive above the 200 EMA right into that big red box up there. Okay, so gold buys are looking good. Let's just go back to NQ right here. Okay, so here's the close 20 seconds. If this is a red bar engulfing, Okay, then the next one could open red and continue come back down into my bigger green box down here. That's where I'm looking to see if the buyers will step in at the second bottom down here. That's why I'm giving my stop loss a little bit room to breathe. Nvidia is breaking the low of the day. Let's take a look. Okay, we got an ignited green bar opening up in our green box. Okay, flipped red, now pushed down, got a short wick, so it's going to sell off down into here. Okay, so this is the double bottom time. Will the double bottom be a higher low, or will it actually be a physical double bottom right near these equal lows, or the liquidity grab at the red line? Okay. And if you guys are in gold, have a trailing stop loss. I know it was pretty messy on gold, but still making the higher high, higher low held. Got green volume closing above. It could take out that 200 EMA and we move up to that 2028 area. You have your golden cross that could be building, your 9 EMA approaching the 200. Okay, we got some good volume down there. The sellers got stuck down there. Buyers again are asking to come up here. If we can come back again and close above here, we might get that momentum to continue to push. But we got to kind of physically get above 50% of that red bar. Okay, so we came down, we picked up that liquidity. 3 more minutes to go. Guys, unfortunately, I only have till 4 more minutes. I'm probably going to be in this trade as we get off the call. I'll update it tomorrow with you guys, but you guys know what I'm looking for. My stop loss is below those tweezer lows. When would I look to get a second buy, Rev? Again, like yesterday, Rev, I need to get the green body to kind of physically come back in where I entered, come back in here, Rev, and then close there and maybe retest this, so then there's enough momentum to take out those tweezer tops, and then maybe in here, Rav, if I do like the pattern, I like the liquidity that they grabbed, then I may potentially add a second buy. But right now I'm just going to keep it on my original buy. I don't want to add a second one yet, because Nvidia did break the low of the day. I am watching that. So maybe I'm looking for like a little sympathy rally right before the end of the day, before we get into the earnings, maybe to just regain a little bit of support here. Carlos, what do you got? 663 critical level for Nvidia to hold. If not, yeah. So that's why, Carlos, if that 663 breaks, that's why I'm only giving this much stop loss right below those tweezer bottom lows. It's still building in here. It's a little indecision. It could go either way, guys. It could go either way. But this is how double bottoms are created. Guys, gold, okay? Gold tapped our top of the red box. It's beautiful, okay? If you're in gold. My mom was upset that I didn't buy that wick. She called me and said, "What were you doing?" Crypt Yellow Vest, thank you, bro. Guys, we had about 400 viewers today. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, guys. If you guys had fun today, hit the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe we do some 1-minute analysis. Okay, so we got now 50 seconds to go into the close. Gold tapped our red box. Okay, so that is a target for gold. That is a target. Trailing stop loss or scale out a little bit, but you could also be looking for a golden crossover. There's the 9. Yesterday we had the same kind of setup, but it was a false it was a false signal. Like the 9 came up, it kissed the 200, then the market rotated right back down. So gold could do a very similar thing. Okay, so here's the close. It's red coming down, testing this area, about 50% of that green candle. Will it start to hold this area? Okay, so I gotta flip this green to red. We're below it, so I gotta do my rules. Flip red, and now we're below it. Okay, so again, rev. If I get good liquidity, if they grab something in here and it comes back up, maybe if I get that closure above their rev, then maybe we can push back up to take out those highs and come up to here. But this is the higher low double bottom. Okay, but I need to get something out of this green candle forming right now, because our next one is going to be a new 15-minute candle printing at 315. So see the majority of the red volume, it's coming down on our previous 15-minute bullish candle. So I need something out of this candle in the next 4 minutes to come back up and close up above here. If not, this might be a stop loss hit. Okay, guys, but guys, unfortunately, I would love to stay with you guys. It's 3:11. I hate to leave like this in a trade, but I do have kids I got to go grab at school. I will see you guys tomorrow. So thank you, guys. Today's Wednesday. PK has the Tokyo session later tonight, so join PK. We'll teach you guys all about scaling out, and I'm still in this trade, guys. Okay, I got my stop loss below there. I'm looking for something to happen above here. I would love to stay with you guys all the way into power hour, get through it, and 420, guys. Nvidia earnings, watch that as well. If you guys were in gold, congratulations on gold. It tapped our red box. That is a target. Hope you guys did something up there. But tomorrow we'll see you guys. Thank you guys, everyone on YouTube. Thank you guys all on Zoom. I wish I could stay a little longer and break this down, but I do have to go. I am in the trade. It's still active, but stop loss will be below there. TP, we'll see what happens going into. I'll be managing this while I'm going to grab the kids. Okay, guys? But I'm still in it. Higher low double bottom. Let's see if we can get some volume closing above this red box again, and then we get our second momentum leg. Maybe after the call we get the push we need. Okay, and guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you guys had some fun. Respect to everyone hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel. We do appreciate it. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. God bless.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.